Hi students, how are you? How it's going? Hope you did well in paper 2. Today I am going to solve paper 4 for you. That is paper 4, May June 2022 and the variant is 4-2. Okay, let's start the paper. Question number 1, A part. Find the lowest common multiple LCM of 30 and 75. So for this, I will use division method, and for division method I will write 30 and 75. Now choose a number which like 30 and 75 whose are multiple of that number. So if I start with 5, 5 6 are 30 and 15 5s are 75, then 3 is a number which I can take so that 6 and 15 are both are divisible in the table of 3. So I will write 3 2s are 6, 3 5s are 15, and next is 2 1s are 2, and then we got 5 at the end, so 5 ones are 5. So we'll just multiply all these numbers to get the LCM. So start with 5 times 5 times 3 times 2 times 1. So if I'll multiply all these together, I will get 150. Now B part, the ratio is given to us 4 ratio 5 ratio 7, and the amount which I have to divide into this ratio is $608. So I will just start with first ratio, that is 4 divided by total ratio. Total ratio is 16 times multiplied with 608. So I'll use calculator for it. That is 608 times 4 and then divided with 16. So I get 152. Now the same process you will repeat with the second ratio, that is 5 upon 16 times 608. So if I do it with a calculator, that is 5 times 608 divided by 16. The answer is 1990. And for the last one, 608 times 7 divided by 16. The answer is 266. Now, how can you check your answer? You can just add all these amounts. Okay, if it add up to $608, it means your answer is correct. Okay, for the next one. Okay, so for the next part, C part, uh, we have these fractions, and we have to give the answer in standard form. So for the standard form, first what we will divide this 6.35 by 2.45. So I can just use a calculator for it. That is 6.39 divided by 2.45. The answer is 2.608, 2.608. And further what I can do, because we have 10 raised to power 4 and in the denominator we have 10 raised to power 6, so this 10 raised to power 6 will go up and it will subtract from 4. So this will become 2.608 times 10 raised to power minus 2. So this is our standard form. Next is D part. Write the recurring decimals as a fraction. So we know that we have two dots, and we can just write it like this: 27 upon, and if the number of dots are 2, so we'll divide by 99. If it is 1, we'll divide by just 9. Okay, the next is E part. A stone has a volume 45 centimeter cube. Like, volume and mass are given. So we have a relation here: density equals to mass upon volume. Mass is given, that is 126, and the volume is 45. So I'll just divide 126 by 45. 126 divided by 45 is 2.8. So 2.8 is the answer. So for the density, the unit is Like we have grams per centimeter cube. Okay, next part. Question number 2. If you can see in this question, on a circumference we have P, Q, R, and S, and the diameter is PR. So if you can see, this is a diameter, and we know that the diameter makes 90 degree at the circumference. So it means the angle at Q is 90 degree. So what I will do is to write here 90 degree, because this diameter makes an angle 90 degree. Now we have in a triangle PQR, the sum of the angle is 180 degree. So I will subtract the sum of these two from 180 degree. That is 29 plus 90 degree. We got 61 here. Now this angle 61 is made by this arc length PQ. So the same arc make at the circumference this angle S. So this angle S will be also of 61 degree. Okay, what we have to find? Work out the size of angle PSQ. So PSQ is 61 degree. So we will write angle PSQ equals to 61 degree. Or you can just write the reason in front of this, that the same segment makes same angle at the circumference. Okay, the B part. B part, if you can see, we have a circle and we have a triangle inside a circle, and also this tangent CS, it makes angle 98 degree with the line 80. So this 98 degree is equal to this angle B. We call it angle segment theorem. So if this is 98 degree, it means these two angles should be same. Why it should be same? Because the sides are equal. That's why. I will subtract this 198 from 180 degree. 180 minus 98, so I will get 102. Oh, sorry, I will get 82. Now 82 can be divided into two half, because these two angles are same, so I will divide by 2 to get the angle. So 41, 41 will be the angle. Now, what I need to find? I need to find ACT. ACT. I need to find this angle. Okay. So for this angle, if I take a triangle ACT, if I take this triangle ACT, if I take this triangle, the sum of the triangle should be, the sum of the angles in a triangle should be 180 degree. So for that, I need to find this angle, because the total angle is like 41. Next is like we have 98 plus 41 is how much? It's 139. So it means this angle should be of also of 41 degree. Okay. So 41 plus 41 is 82. So in order to find this angle C, I need to add all these three angles. Angle C plus 41 plus 82, this should be equal to 180 degree. And then for C angle, I will subtract the sum these two from 180 degree. 41 plus 82, I just brought these two numbers on the other side. Now 180 minus the sum of these two angle will be how much? It will be 180 minus bracket 41 plus 82. So the answer is 57. So angle C will be of 57 degree. So this question contains 4 marks. Now next is question number 3. A line L joins F and G 2 points. Calculate the length of the line. So we just simply apply a distance formula. So we have these 2 points. We'll just join these 2 points, and we have point 3 comma 2. The next one is negative 5 comma 4. For this point, let's call it F, this G. And in order to find the length of this, I will take this one as x1 y1, and for the next I will take it x2 y2. So when we apply distance formula, that is equal to x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. And then at the end I will take square root. So means I will subtract negative 5 minus 3 square and then 4 minus 2 whole square. So this will become negative 8 square plus 2 square, which will give me 64 plus 4. It's 68 square root. Okay, so no need to simplify it because square root of 68 is an irrational number. So keep it like this. Okay, for the next part, see, a point H lies on the y-axis such that the distance GH equals to 13 units. Find the coordinates of the two possible positions of H. So we have y-axis, x-axis. Now H is somewhere like this is coordinate. The coordinate of G is negative 5, 4. So negative 5, 4, if suppose negative 5 is here and 4 is up. So the position of G, like it's, let's suppose if it is here, H is the point on y-axis. So H can be here or it can be somewhere here at this point. So the distance between G and H is 13 unit, and this distance also we call it 13 unit. So it means there should be two different positions of H. Either it can be like lies on the positive y-axis or it can be lies on the negative y-axis. So what we will do, we'll just apply a distance formula because the distance between G and H is given, that is 13. So we'll take 13 square and apply distance formula since the coordinate of this H since lies on y-axis. So the first coordinate should be 0. The second coordinate we don't know, they call it y. So we'll just apply distance formula on it, that is y2 minus y1 square plus x2 minus x1, so it will become plus 5. This will become 169 equals to, take the formula, apply a formula, y minus 4 whole square, that is y square minus 8y plus 16 plus 25. So this will become y square minus 8y plus 41 minus 169 equals to 0. So we will simplify it, like 41 minus 169 is how much? 41 minus 169 is 128. Y square minus 8y minus 128 is equal to 0. So we can solve it by breaking the middle term. Y square, take two pairs, one is 16y, the other one is 8. Take common from the first two, y is the common, and 8 common from the last two. This will become y minus 16 equals to 0. So this will be y plus 8 and y minus 16. So value of one y is negative 8 and the value of another y is 16. So this 16 is actually this value, which the value of y which is above x-axis on the positive y-axis, and this y is the position of H along the negative y-axis. So we got two values here. So the position is like the first coordinate is 0, we know that, comma minus 8, and the other one is 0 comma 16. For question number 4, we have given all these informations, and you can see here we need to find CB. CB is like two sides are given, included angle is also given, so we'll apply cosine rule here. So apply cosine rule. So when you apply cosine rule, BC square equals to 6.4 square plus 10.9 square minus 2 times 6.4, 10.9, and the cosine of the angle, that is 38 degree. So just simplify all these. use your calculator. The end answer will be 49.8, I guess, and then when you take a square root, 49.8 is the answer. Sorry, let me write it again. 49.8. So the answer is 7.06, 7.05 or 6. Okay, so this is our answer. Next is find angle ADB. If you can see, we need to find this angle ADB. So for this angle, since we know that these two lines are parallel, DC and AB lines are parallel, so these two angles should be interior angles. The sum of these two, this angle and this angle, should be equal to 180 degree. Let's call this angle as X. So it means 38 plus X, this angle, plus 45, this should be equal to 180 degree. From here we can get the value of this X. So if I can use calculator here, 180 minus bracket 38 plus 45, we'll get 97. So the answer is 97. So you write here 97. This angle D is of 97 degree. Now what if they ask you to find this side AB? This side AB. How we can find this side AB? So in order to find this side AB, we can find it like, if you can see, like in front of this 45 degree, the side is given, and in front this angle is also given, so we can find the side in front of 97 degree. So it means we can apply sine rule here. So write apply sine rule. So if you apply sine rule, so AB divided by sine 97, AB divided by sine 97 equals to, and what about the other one, is 10.9 divided by sine 45. 10.9 divided by sine 45. So in order to find this AB, we need to just multiply, cross multiply this sine 95 on the other side. 10.9 divided by sine 45 times sine 95. So we'll use calculator here. So 10.9 times sine 97 divided by sine 45. 15.3 is the answer. 15.3. Okay, next question is to find the area of this whole trapezium. If you can see in this trapezium, uh, there is no height of this trapezium. So instead of finding its height, it's better to like find the area of two triangles. First find the area of triangle ABC, ABD, and then the area of a triangle BDC. So if we'll find the area of both triangles, we will add them to find the area of this whole trapezium. So the next part is to find the area of this trapezium. So I will do it here. I can do it here. So how we can do that? 1 upon 2 times, since two sides are given, one side is 6.4, the other side is 10.9, and the included angle is also given. So I will apply a formula here. 6.4 times 10.9 times and sine of the angle between these two. Okay. So after simplifying this, call it A1, like area of first triangle, area of this triangle. Okay. 3.355 is the answer for the first triangle. Now for the second triangle, If you can see here, like this for this triangle, two sides should be given to you, and the included angle should be given. Now, if you can see, AB side, we already found that in the part here, the value of AB is 15.3. So I will write here 15.3. Now two sides BD and AB side both are given. We need the angle which is in between these two sides. So this angle should be the included angle. Okay, but we don't know this angle, so we will add these two angles separated from 180 to get this included angle. So for that, I will just subtract it from 180, the sum of these two angles. 97 plus 45. So the angle is 38. So I will write it 38. Now I'll apply the area of for the second triangle 1 upon 2 times 10.9 times 15.3 times sine 38. So for the area of the second triangle, okay. So the answer for the area is 51.33, and I have made a small mistake here. Like here it should be, the area should be 21.47. So write 21.47